Hello everybody, Floppy Hat Photos back here again for their random rant. And today's random rant is more of an observation and basically life and how you handle things than it is really a rant, but it kind of falls into a rant a little bit. I'm on my way from Florida up to Iowa to pick up my mother to get her supplies and then move her down to Florida, and I made it about 200 miles north of my home when I noticed that my battery light came on my dash and looked at the voltmeter, and I have basically below 12 volts. I'm sitting at 11.9 when I realized it, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. It should be closer to 13.5 or 14, coming off the alternator. And I've either lost a belt, which should not be the case because it's a single serpentine, and I have air conditioning still, so that's not the case there, or my alternator has completely crapped the bed. And I noticed when I was in Jacksonville, I heard a weird screechy, whiny sound that I thought was coming from the truck next to me. And I think what was happening is actually the sound of mine alternator bearing going out when it finally went out. So it'd be about the right time that I would have ran out of battery by now. And I think it was reflecting off the side of his truck and trailer and bouncing back in my window, and that's why I thought it was coming. So when I pulled past him, it didn't change quite like I thought it should have in the process of the sound. So went ahead, and that was my guess, alternator's dead. So I was like, okay, here we go. So I turned off everything. I turned off the air conditioning, turned off the radio, made sure the lights were off, unplugged my freezer. I have a 12 volt freezer in here also. Got all that stuff, just turned everything I could off. It's electric, so I have to keep this battery running because unfortunately, when the alternator goes out, these newer vehicles, I should say newer, it's a 2001 or 2, I don't know how old this truck is. It's around the 2000 range. I think it's a 2002, I believe. Chevy Silverado with 206,000 miles on already. I'm in that range of crap. It's going to be a problem because it's running electronic fuel injection, electronic ignition, all kinds of issues that still needs power. So luckily it's running below 12 volts and it's still working. So I jumped to my phone real quick and I unplugged the GPS, I unplugged everything that took power. Like I unplugged everything that I could get turned off. And like I said, including the AC, even rolled the windows down just a smidgen. So I wasn't gonna touch the windows again at that time because I did not want to have anything drawing extra amperage off of my battery because I only have so many amp hours left, which I always buy the biggest battery that'll fit in my opening, including sometimes I'll build a custom bracket. So I want the largest cold cranking amps, which is how you determine how much battery storage you have. And I want as much as I can for these type of situations, or if I leave my headlights on, or I want to let my refrigerator run or my freezer run while the truck's turned off, I won't be able to restart my truck. So got in there, started looking around, found a couple like repair shops / part stores and stuff, trailer places and whatnot, and I found an O'Reilly's, and right across the street was an AutoZone, and then just down the block was a Napa, and I thought, okay, it's a pretty good spot. So I headed over to a little town called Lake Wales, and I was able to look at it. I'm like, okay, I think I can make it there. I should be able to make it there. So I basically texted my wife, let her know what was up. I told her, I said, once I get there, I don't want to be trying to answer questions. I did the best I could to fill her in what I could right now. So I'd have that process done, and then once I get there, I can take care of it. So limped in. I used my turn signals because that's just law, and I don't want to get pulled over. I don't have to explain to a cop like I can't shut my truck off, I don't very well start, yada yada kind of crap. So went ahead, used turn signal stuff because I didn't want to get pulled over for that. Pulled up in there, parked way off the far part of the parking lot as to not block the front of their store and whatnot if I do have to replace it there, hopefully. I did call ahead and asked them, hey, can you guys test alternators and stuff on the truck? Or do I take it off first? And she goes, oh no, we can check it on the truck. I think it's good. So I'm okay, cool. I'll be there in a few minutes. I just want to check. So now I was going to go across the street, whatever stuff. She's an absolutely super friendly lady. Went ahead, got in there, parked on the far side. She kind of seemed a little disgusted and made her walk the extra 8 car spaces over, but I told her why. She was like, oh, okay, that's kind of nice, I guess. So went ahead, we talked about why I parked over as far as I did. Went ahead, put the meter on it, and had to start the truck up, had to put the lights on, different things, blah, blah, whatever. And it says that I lost my voltage capacitor, voltage regulator, which is built into the alternator on these trucks. So went ahead and said, hey, do you think you have the alternator in stock? She goes, let's go check. So we went in, had it. They have some tools I can borrow, which was great. They have just a bunch of junk ass tools, but hey, it's all, I got what I needed. So I did not pack my tools today when I left. I told myself, what am I going to do? Change a part on the side of the highway? Come on, it's ridiculous. I thought if I have to change anything, I've got to get to a parts store to buy the parts some anyway, and I realized I kicked myself in the teeth, or kicked myself in the ass right now for not bringing my tools with me. I'm bringing my tools from now on. Just my small little starter tool kit's all I need to have to get me in and out of here. So I was able to get an alternator, They asked me one, the new one at like $250, the with lifetime warranty. If I wanted the remanufactured with a lifetime warranty for like $180, or if I wanted a $115 one with the 1 year warranty, also reman. And I said I'll just take the I'll take the 180, the lifetime reman. I said I actually like the remanufactured better than the new, because most likely they test those a lot more, because I don't get a reputation of selling parts remanufactured that are shitty. Where a new one, they just throw them together and assume they work. They don't test them as much. So I've had better luck in my life with remanufactured stuff. Looks around, can't find it. She kind of boohooed and complained about how the place has no inventory and so on and so forth, and a lot of shit's out of stock and yada yada. And then she searched up. They had the new one, and she goes, "We can give you." She goes, "I got the new one. I'll just have to sell it to the reman price." I said, "I'll pay the full price. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't want to get into trouble and stuff." She goes, "Nope, that's the boss lady that told me to do it, so it's all good to go." And I said, "Okay, whatever." So I went ahead and got it. They told me where the tools were back on the counter, so I came back and I looked through the tools I needed, grabbed the tools I thought I needed, and I hit it out. And they have a rental program also. You can rent like steering wheel pullers and, you know, all kinds of specialty tools as well. And I was like, hey, we're good. So we're all good. So I went ahead. She told me to pull the truck up close. I don't know if it's because they wanted me to be able to watch me work with their tools or what. She told me to pull the truck up in the front there so I could change it right there. I had to walk as far as tools. It's on the cart. Would have been a big deal. But went ahead, did what she asked, pulled the truck up there, which did kind of suck because I had it parked up against the curb over there, against the grass. I had better shade from the hood because the sun was kind of behind my hood then. Otherwise, I was out in the sun the whole time. But also, I was up on the curb, which made me taller, working on my truck. But I was able to get it knocked in and out of there in about 30 minutes. All it took me to change the alternator, which would have been a little quicker with my tools, but I had to find the right sockets and stuff. Took a little longer, but not bad. Overall, I had about an hour by the time I got off the interstate, got to them, got it tested, got it bought, got it purchased, got the core returned, all that kind of stuff. So I lost about an hour and a half, about all I lost. About an hour and a half is what I lost. And I cannot complain a bit. But the biggest part of this, I got back inside, I thanked everybody, we were joking and laughing. The one lady has their stuff, went to go kind of move the cart and stuff to get the tools, and said, hey, I'm right here behind you in the cart. They just had stuff, and she kind of did the whole like she was trying to scare me like a dog bark thing. And I said, oh, great, thank you. I just peed a little. That's what I needed. And everybody, of course, everybody hears me, everybody laughs and stuff. We had a good little joke about it. I got done, brought the core back in, brought all the tools back in, and placed them in better position than what they were when I got them. Just everything's great. I thanked them profusely, took the time. I said, make sure you thank the other two ladies I talked to. You know, without you guys, I would have been totally screwed over here. Like, I would have had to try and get to a Walmart and buy some wrenches or who knows what, and just would have been a pain in the butt. And I don't know if the truck would have restarted again and everything else. And I said, I appreciate the hell out of you guys. And she's like, you know, she goes, it'd be so much nicer in life if our customers were half as pleasant and nice as you were. And I'm in here in a nice collar button-up shirt. I got my fedora on. I'm looking, I wouldn't say sharp per se, but I'm looking dressed up. I'm not the typical guy in there that's changing an alternator on a 206,000 mile truck in their parking lot. I'm not looking like that dude. But I guarantee if I would have pulled into one of those little repair shops that's there on the side of the road, like little trailer shops that do all the mechanic work, it would have been probably $500 if they could have even got to it today at all. And, I got it knocked out of there for less than $200 with tax and everything, out the damn door, in and out in less than, an hour and a half. I lost my time. An hour and a half, I was back on the road where I was at, need to be, and going to the road. And she's like, if we had customers that were half as nice as you are, our lives would be so much easier. Everybody else is just mad at life and grumpy and pissy about things. And I'm like, there's no purpose for that. I said, I even kind of told her, I said, just a little over a month and a half ago, I was in a motorcycle wreck where a car rear-ended me and could have killed me. And I look at every single day as a good day. It's why I'm wearing this like long sleeve on my right arm. I got a short sleeve shirt on. I've got like a what they call like a warmer sleeve used for running that I'm using there to help protect it. I did scrape my arm up again, trying to get that stupid alternator out of there. Luckily, it did not bleed. At least it hasn't yet, so I'm hoping it doesn't bleed. It's tender, hurt, not as bad as when I cut it open. Helped my father-in-law in the wheelchair. Man, that was a bad day there. So went ahead and just, even through all that, I was still pleasant. I was kind. It was not their fault my alternator died. It had nothing to do with them. It wasn't their fault that they're, actually, I guess it is their fault that they don't have a proper inventory to know what parts they have in stock and that. But who cares? I got a brand new one for this price. The reman, same lifetime warranty. Nobody gives a damn. I'm all good to go. And just, I guess my rant here is, be nice to people. There's no reason not to be nice to people. There's zero benefit in being an asshole to someone. Just be nice. It's not that hard to do. Just be pleasant, be nice. I'm driving an old truck that's going on 20 years old that, has 200 plus thousand miles on it. I'm driving halfway across the country, like 1,800 plus 1,900 miles, whatever it is, to go up there to get my mother. And who cares? It's definitely, 1,200 miles. It's 1,200 miles. 18 hours, 19 hours of drive time. With the traffic, it's going to be 24 as my guess. But just be nice to people, man. Nothing hurts to be nice. It doesn't cost any extra. It's the same price whether you're an asshole or you're nice. Just be kind and realize that everything in the world happens for a reason. Maybe I needed to stop in there. Maybe those people needed to see me. Maybe they needed a little bit of cheering up. Maybe they're having a bad day. Who knows? Maybe I needed an alternator and it could have caused other issues later down the road. Could have broke when my wife was driving, and God knows how much of a pain in the ass that would have been. Trying to get somebody over to fix it with her and stuff, and I'm not around. And she clearly don't know how to change an alternator, so that's not going to help her any. But yeah, super excited about the whole thing, and glad that I got it done. Glad I was able to knock it out in an hour and a half back on the road. Oh, I lost an hour and a half. That's all I lost. How can you be mad at that? Like, yeah, I mean, I'm $200 poor, and I lost an hour and a half of my day, but who gives a goddamn? Like, who cares one iota about that? Because I am still going, and I'm on my way to get my mother, hang out with my buddy, see the man that I think of almost like a father. He's a great guy. My buddy's father. I'm going to hang out with them tomorrow or Saturday. I don't know which day yet, but we're going to hang out, and we're going to smoke a bunch of cigars. We're going to laugh. We're going to joke. We're going to hug. We're going to have ourselves a damn good time, and I'm going to see a few people in my family. I'm going to see my aunt and uncle staying at their farm. I'm going to see my mom again. I haven't seen her since last Christmas, so it's been going on 2 years now, a year and a half plus. I think she went home in like February, March, February. I think she went home in February. So it's been a long time since I've seen my mother. This whole COVID thing has kept us from doing shit. She went home right as the pandemic was starting. I've not seen her the 18 months or 19 months, where the hell it's been now, and I cannot wait to see her. And I'm just so excited that she's going to come down. She's going to live with us, so I'm going to be able to hang around and see my mother more often. And she's going to get on my nerves, and I'm going to piss her off, and she's going to piss me off. That's how it's going to be. But I'm going to have more chance and more time to be around my mother and show her some fun, take her places, let her do more things, and keep her entertained as well. So live life, be happy, and just be kind, guys. I should not be that abnormal that the employees at a parts store are basically telling me the fact that, you know, if their customers were half as nice as I am, then their jobs would be way better. And come on, guys, it's not that hard. Just be half as nice as me and make everybody's life better in the world. So that's all I got for right now. Talk to you guys soon. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.